Hey guys, Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another episode of What's in the Press. That's right, you saw a quick thumbnail before the show credits rolled, and that's right, it's an advertisement, as it were, for tomorrow night's sale featuring the books of Mr. Roy from Roy's Paper Heroes out here in Oshawa. If you're just coming to visit me this week for the first time, yes, tomorrow night be the second claim sale. Again, hopefully it becomes a much more routine occurrence where I feature the books of all of you, not just Roy and Tony last, 2 weeks ago. But again, my hopes is to get this going so that I can actually start featuring the books of many of my clients and other friends as well, too, who are trying to sell their books. I want to try to avoid eBay fees and all those things. I put together, I think, a pretty good package to entice individuals to try selling through this YouTube avenue, and hopefully it'll work. And again, tomorrow is Roy's turn, so come on down. If you haven't seen what he has for sale, pop over to his Instagram page at Roy's Paper Heroes and see some of the selection of books he'll be bringing tomorrow. Very different, Tony 2 weeks ago, a lot of Golden Age books, very rare Golden Age books. Tomorrow, Roy's promising to bring a lot of Bronze Age and even some Silver Age, Daredevils, raw books, lots of raw books. So if you're into raw books, tomorrow night's show you do not want to miss. Okay. Hi there. I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic professor, and I'm also a CGC authorized dealer up here in Oshawa, Ontario. I should always just start with that, shouldn't I? Anyways, this is my show called What's in the Press, and I kind of go over a few books that I'll be working on over the course of the next few days. I can't get all the books on here. I got way too many that I'm going through, but today you don't want, guys, you stick around to the end of the video. The last book, I've left a biggie to the very end, so make sure you stick around to the very end to see the big book that I'm going to share with you today. I've got some people over in the chat room already. Yes, if you want to participate in our chat here, hit the subscribe button. By doing so, you can also participate in our chat. And if you have any questions about CGC or comic book collecting or speculation or any of that sort of stuff, happy to answer your questions as best I can when I get to that. All right, guys? All right, let's start us off. Let's see what I got here. I don't have a whole heck of a lot. I've only got maybe 20 books, 23 books, something like that, doing the small one. But this first order, if that, maybe not even that, maybe like 20 books actually. This order is an order from October. But Kevin, you're done those books. Yes, I thought I was. Jeremy from Alberta contacted me yesterday, wondering where his economy book, the last economy book from last October was, and guess what? It's on its way back from CGC. That email I sent on Monday helped. Many of the books are on their way back now. But he also had submitted 4 other books he'd mailed to me. And I said, well, geez, Jeremy, I'm done my October books. Ooh, I don't understand why they're not done yet. And I asked a very simple question. Did you fill out a submission form? Did you fill out a submission form when you mailed them to me? And the answer was, well, no, I didn't. So that means that when I opened up Jeremy's package from Alberta, I probably put a mental note in this noggin of mine to create an invoice for him. And I stored his books, and I never did create that invoice. So his books have been sitting here since October, patiently waiting. So he's up, guys. He's up. He's been waiting a really long time. I always say, guys, make sure you include a submission form with your books, because, guys, I'm getting inundated with books. And when there's no submission form, I usually write things down on the books, but, nothing will ever get lost. Everything will always get found. I keep everything very well organized. But if my binder doesn't have your invoice in it, I don't look for your books. So anyways, that's what happened to Jeremy's book. So let's go over to the overhead cam. I still haven't gotten my new camera hooked up yet, but I will soon. And let's see some of the books that Jeremy sent. How about that? All right. So first off, a nice one. We got a nice Ghost Rider first appearance in Marvel Spotlight number 5. Yeah, this camera stinks. Look how bright that is. Way too bright. Let me see if I can fix that. One sec. I'm going to see if I can fix that, that coloring. Hold on. Configure video. I'm going to try to reduce the brightness a little bit. Right down. Increase the contrast. And increase this and reduce the let's see if that works. Okay. Did it do anything? Not much. It didn't do much. That didn't work at all. Oh, well, I tried. Anyways, there's the first book he has. Then he also submits a nice copy of, you know what? This looks so bad. This looks so bad. I'm just going to do it like this, guys. The old-fashioned way. That looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? An ASM 361 newsstand. All right. And I'll show you that nice copy of Marvel Spotlight right there. Yeah, it's better. Look at those colors. Gotta love those colors. I will have the camera hooked up very soon. He also submits a nice copy of Ultimate Fallout 4. Does that have the crease down the middle? I don't see one. No, it's a nice copy. And also an Amazing Spider-Man 300. Now, Jeremy did ask, he said, yeah, where are those books, Kevin? Because, as you all know, Todd McFarlane is going to be signing at CGC in November, December. And I've had many people contact me about that. I just, you know, unless your books are coming up now, there's no way I'll be able to get people's books done for that event. Now, I'm happy to send books to CGC for the signature. I'm also happy to forward your books to CCS so they can press them, just so you can get your books signed by Todd. But this book is getting done in the next few days, so this will be sent down for the signature. So in a way, Jeremy, it kind of worked out. If I had done these books a long time ago, they'd probably be already graded or back in Jeremy's hands with no Todd signature. Well, now he's going to get a Todd signature. Okay. Who is next? Next, we have Jamie. Jamie from Toronto, I believe. Yeah. Now, these are look at some books we see here quite frequently, but other ones we don't. So I think I'll move it over a little bit here. We got a nice Amazing Spider-Man 239, second appearance of the Hobgoblin. Then we also have, let's check this out, a nice copy of Kazar 13. And Avengers 196 with the first appearance of Taskmaster. And if you're just getting here now, guys, don't go anywhere. I'm saving a really big book for the very end. A nice copy of Batman 95, Batman 386, 95-cent version, newsstand, first appearance of Black Mask. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 83, a nice early ASM book. A Marvel Chillers #1. I'll go over to the chat in just a moment. Silver Surfer #17. Amazing Spider-Man 125 with the Man-Wolf. One of my favorite X-Men books right here. Uncanny X-Men 133. Where Wolverine schools the Hellfire Club. And we have also an X-Men 130 with the first appearance of the Dazzler. All right. Well, those were Jamie's books. And again, these will be getting done. I worked on other books this week as well, here and at the shop. Can't get everything on what's in the press, unfortunately. Let's get over to the chat section and see what you guys are talking about before I show you the last three. And I'm saving the big one for the end. I think you're going to really like it. So don't go anywhere. Let's go over to the chat room. All right. Let's go to the top here. Got quite a few people here today. Okay. Stavros, woot woot. How you doing? Sam, nice way to start the weekend. The doctor has the cure for the comic ailments. That's right. They do. I do. And Sam, your books are in there right now behind me. So unfortunately, they did not make... They're kind of on the show, but they're just back there in the press. They're actually in the press. Marty P says, nice precursor for the sale tomorrow night. Yes. Again, guys, if you're just getting here now, I'm having a claim sale tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please come on by. Even if you don't buy anything, come on by and just jump in the chat and have fun with us tomorrow night. We'll be on here for about an hour, hour and a half. James is here. How you doing, James? Real Hyperion. Sam says, hit the like and smash the subscribe to be advised of all the Doctor's comic goodness. Thank you, Sam, for that. Yes, please, guys, hit that like button. 26 of you in the room right now and only 8 likes. Come on, my friends. You can do better than that. It's free, and it really does help me with the YouTube analytics. Whenever someone types in comic books or comic book pressing, the Comic Doctor will come up, and I'm really trying to get to that 2,000 mark so I can finally have that draw. That's right, a draw where I'm going to be giving out this copy right here of Avengers number 100 and a 7.5. That'll be going to some lucky winner, donated by Sean K out of British Columbia. And as always, I've also shown this one. I will be also giving away this great Jim Lee print signed by Jim Lee himself right there. It's signed by the man himself with Batman and his Rogues Gallery, a beautiful print. So hopefully you guys will hit that subscribe button and join in the fun and make yourself able to be a contender in winning one of those awesome prizes. And there'll probably be some more prizes too. I always give out, I think, pretty darn good prizes. Okay, let's see what else we guys are talking about. Watching on a 55-inch TV. Oh my God, my nose would be huge in a 55-inch TV. And it says the TV adds 10 pounds, so I must be ginormous. Bought a DD140. Yeah, congratulations, Stavros. I know you were looking for a Daredevil #1, so happy you found one. Sam says, same here, just finished dinner. Louis Mendoza's here. How you doing? What's up, Doc? Finally caught my first live show. Keep up the great work. Love watching your channel. Thanks, Louis. Is it Louis? Probably Louis. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming by and subscribing to the channel, being a part of this. Trying to grow it. It's not easy to grow a channel on YouTube, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Marty says, staff, big bucks. I'm going to answer that question. Yeah, probably, Marty. Prince Zodiac. What's up, Doc? What's up, everybody? Hey, Neil, how's it going? Stavros says, okay, 3,600. Is that Canadian or US, Stav? Stavros says, MS5 is awesome. It sure is. Marty says, from what I see on eBay, that's a great deal. Yeah, the prices are kind of softening on all books right now, guys. Probably not a bad time to start hunting for books that you've been looking for. The prices are very soft, and I'll mention that when I get to the very last book that I'm going to show you today. Yes, Paul, plus I could use a press and clean. It probably can. Tomb of Dracula does not do many signings. Tomb of Dracula. Todd does not do many signings. Doesn't he though? Stav, doesn't he though? He does signings. I've maybe not every month, but he'll do signing every couple of years at least, I think. Just jumped up there a little bit. Thomas Grant's here. He says, what's up, Doc? How's the comic market? Prices seem to be going downhill. What you think? Yeah, I was just saying that. I do believe the comic prices are kind of softening a bit. Probably a very good time to jump in on some of these key books that have been kind of out of reach over the last several months. Keep your eye on it. Yeah, there are some good deals out there. If you guys watched my show 2 weeks ago, I mean, Tony sold his ASM 129 8.5 for $2,800 US. I thought that was a smoking deal. But the prices are coming down, which is good, right? So we can buy. If they're always so high up that we can't attain them, right? So Brother Kev is here. I'm curious as to the maximum size document you can press in inches if you can. Wow, I could press as big as that press behind me. So I'd say it's, what is it? 20. I can, yeah. I mean, I can do one of those Treasury Edition books. I can do those books. I don't like doing those books. I don't like doing anything other than comic books, to be honest with you. I'll do magazines. I don't love doing magazines, again, because I have to change my whole setup around here, guys. I have a lot of paper cut to fit comic books, right? So if all of a sudden one guy has one Treasury Edition, I have to cut all the pages for it. I have to cut all the paper that I need to do the press. And then it takes up a whole press. So that's kind of stinky. But yeah, pretty big size I can do in there, Brother Kev. Stavros, I appreciate a good drop in prices. Who doesn't? Jeff's here. Smash that like button. Do as Jeff says. He knows what he's talking about. Christian V says, too many collectors are flippers. So low prices are damned if you do, damn if you don't. Well, you know what, Chris? Yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of guys are jumping in just for the, they're jumping on the bandwagon, on the comic book bandwagon, unfortunately. And that does drive prices through the roof, right? It's all supply and demand. If everybody's looking for the same book, the book's going to go up, right? Because everybody wants it. But yeah, the hobby has been inundated with a lot of people who are not in it just for the love of comic books. Like you all know me. I've been in this game since I was 15 years old. I love comics. I still collect. I do more collecting than I do more hoarding than I do selling. Don't tell my wife that. Well, she knows anyways, but but a lot of guys did jump in with the MCU hype and all that, and they hear about it as an alternate mode of investment. So then all of a sudden these guys jumped in the marketplace, and it drove prices right up. And a lot of guys got back into it who've been out of it for many, many years. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors there. But the flippers, yeah, they, you know, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you, but you're right. Michael's here, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring your wallets. Don't tell your wives. Yes! Don't tell your wives. Guys, it's funny, you know, I can't even tell you how many people I know who when they buy a comic book or they buy a Mego figure or they buy a whatever, a collectible or whatever, it never gets mailed back to their home. It gets mailed to a friend's house or to their parents' house or whatever, so the wife doesn't know they actually bought that whatever collectible comic book, you name it. I hear that all the time at the shop. But yeah, and by the way, guys, tomorrow night again, Roy said to me, he said he's gonna have some really good bargains, and he said he's gonna try to keep it so all books are under $50 Canadian, which is good. And I think he'll have a couple of bigger books there, but he's going to focus more on bulk books. And he said he's going to hammer through it fast. He's just going to go really quick and present a lot of books to you. He's going to be at the Hamilton Comic Con, in a couple of weeks or a few weeks. So he was happy to do all the pricing and all the grading and get the books kind of ready to go. And you can't deal with a nicer guy and a more fair guy. So come on by tomorrow night. And, you know, when I start at the show tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I'll introduce Roy, have him come on. We'll shoot the shit a little bit, too, and kind of talk about his history with comic books and how he got into this game as well. And then from there, we'll go to the actual sale, all right? Spiro, how far behind you get to April? So not yet, not in April. This last week was kind of a bit of a write-off. Charlo had to go away, and I was doing some renovations at my shop, so I'm kind of going back to it. We're getting there. We're not fully into March yet. I think we started doing some March books, but we're not into April yet. No, but Spiro, I did see your name, so I mean, I flipped ahead a little bit, and I saw a few people's names on there who are coming up soon. Stavros, I have Batman 1000 and a 9.9. Well, is that not that hard to get though? Is that not a newer book? Michael says, I can't read that because that silly thing's on there. Hold on. Get rid of that. Okay. Michael says, it's the only draw where you don't need to be an artist. Yeah, my draw, you're darn right. Oh, there's a lot more questions. Holy jeez. You looking good, Kev. Well, thanks, Dad. Appreciate that. Friday Night Live, Eddie. You got that right. Friday Night Live. So yeah, that Daredevil was a 36. So a 4.0 Daredevil 3600 US. Wow. John Sherwood's in the house, guys. How you doing, John? What did I miss? Oh, we're just going over a few books and just kind of shooting the breeze, John. You know how it goes. Michael Emmons says, a JLA 1 at 80 went for 4,400 USD on Heritage Auctions this week. I was gobsmacked. Their fair market value is listed at 11,000 USD. Wait a second. Justice League of America at 40. That can't be right. 4,400? No, that's wrong, right, Michael? And you're talking about the Silver Age JLA book, right? Prince says it's a buyer's market for sure right now. It is. So get out there and don't be afraid to haggle, my friends. I can't believe so many people that just kind of give people what they're asking. Haggle. It's part of the fun. It's part of the fun. Stavros, economy and toilet rates went up 75.75. Sorry, economy and toilet rates went up 0.75 yesterday. People are hurting. Did our rates go up here in Canada? I didn't even hear about that. I knew it was going to happen. That's bad. It's really bad. Hurting a lot of people. You're right. LCT Comics, how are you, LCT? Good to see you. Michael Emmons says, Kevin loves comic books. He named his firstborn daughter Comic Book. First name Comic, middle name Book. That's right. Start with I jumped to the market in 2012. LOL, yeah. Wayne's here too. No keys. Oh, okay, Wayne. Okay, Wayne just challenged me, my friends. He said, no keys? Well, we'll see about that. Let me show you the last batch that I'm working on this weekend as well. Check this out. All right, so first, is this key enough for you? Is this key enough for you, Wayne? A nice copy of Fantastic 452, the first appearance of the Black Panther. Is that not enough? Are you not entertained? Maximus would say, are you not entertained? Okay, maybe not. Then maybe a first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. Neil, you like that book? I know you do. Hey, first appearance of Kang. That's not a bad condition either. This one here, Avengers number 8, with the new bad guy for the MCU. Is that enough for you, Wayne? Are you satisfied? Did that satisfy your key craving? Well, did it? No? Okay, well, then perhaps this will. I think this will. Not a golden record reprint, my friends. The real deal. Another ASM #1 has come to the shop. Not seeing these guys quite so often anymore. There was a time when I saw these quite regularly. AF-15s, ASM-1s, whatever. But to press and grade these now has become quite costly, right? This is probably going to press out to around a 2 when I'm done with it. It's still close to an $8,000 book if it comes back at 2. But we were talking about the pricing on these. I think a 2.0 sold within the last few months, according to GPA, for, I want to say 10,000, 10 or 11,000. And a 2.5 just sold recently for, I think, 8. So yeah, the prices are dipping on this book. All books. Good time to pick it up. But there you go, Wayne. I hope that satisfied your cravings right there. Guys, you take a closer look. It's got some issues. I think it's going to press out to around a 2. On a very bad day, maybe a 1.8. But I think it's a 2. Yeah, not bad. So there you go. Was that good enough for you? Let's go back to the chat. Michael says, under $50 Canadian for the quick buy. I love this, man. Yeah, Michael, tomorrow, Wayne, sorry. Yeah, Roy is doing all Canadian. And Americans, of course, you come on by. All that means, if a book is $10 Canadian, that means it's like $7 for you, US, right? You just knock like 33% off. So for you American guys, come on by. You can get some great steals tomorrow from Roy. Oh, where'd it go? Wayne. Oh, that's all collectors want. Stavros, I have a not ask agreement with the wife. I don't ask about boxes she gets, and she does not ask about boxes. That's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. LCT Comics says, did CGC ever get back to you on the economy stuff? Yes, he wrote me back yesterday. I wonder if it'll come up. Oh, there it is, actually. Give me a sec. You know what? Hold on 1 second. I'll show you. I will show you if I can call it up. Give me 1 sec, guys. How do I make this make this the main thing here? Oh, it's not letting me do it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Anyways, yeah, they did. They came back and he said to me, he says, thanks for your email. Some of these submissions have been completed this week and are preparing to be shipped at the door. Some of the invoices are still a few weeks out, and the rest of the invoices look like they'll be completed very shortly. Please find an update below. So they updated the list for me. And so out of the 16 invoices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be here very shortly. And the other 10, he still said, are waiting to be graded. So that's where we're at. 10 of those invoices that I sent out on are still, and those were probably October 2021. Most of the steps, so we're at a year, guys, essentially. Those are books they received in September, are the ones that are on their way back now. And the October ones, hopefully in the next few weeks, they'll be done. It is what it is. But yeah, they did get back to me. It took him a couple of days, but he did get back to me. All right, let's get back to the chat. Wayne, Bank of Canada rate is now 3.25%. Wow. Wow. Stavros, that's on my #1. That's on my want one Black Panther. I think it's on your want list. Well, I think this one may be for sale when he gets it back. Michael Emmons says, yep, I swear it was $4,400. I was bidding on it. It's the original JLA #1, 1960. To be fair, Heritage just add 20% on top of the final bid value. So closer to $5,300. Oh, I'm so smart. I did not bring a water with me today. That was dumb of me. After all was said and done, that's very cheap for an 8.0. Very cheap. That's a good grab, I'd say. So those DC books are still very, totally attainable. Stavros, ASM-1 was my first ever slab I bought. Paid $4K CAD for it. Goodbye. Let's see here. Stavros celebrated 10 years with it this year. That's good. Brother Kev says, I asked about size limitation for your presses as I have a vintage poster from the 30s I'd like flattened. How, send me the dimensions. I think a regular size poster should fit in one of those big presses there. Yeah, send me the actual dimensions and I will check. I think the 1930s posters are a little smaller than today's movie posters, so you should be okay. Sam says, I'm happy CGC answered. That means my books will be back soon. Oh, yours are on the route back, I believe. Yours are some of the ones that were actually, like, they're done. They're coming back now. 20 by 30. I'll check that later, Brother Kev. Why don't you send me a text or an email, contact me, and I'll respond to you and let you know, okay? Neil says, oh, hold on a sec here. Let's get this. There we go. Neil says, so future modern submissions will be fast, right? I want to request all my subs. If not, no. Moderns are coming back fast. They don't need to be fast tracked. There's no need to spend that extra 17, 18 Canadian to get the fast track. Modern books are coming back lickety split right now. It's the economies. It's the economies. Go to YouTube. Go to CGC's page and have a look at their turnaround times, and you'll see moderns they're up to snuff. Now I was talking to a rep over there a couple of weeks back, and they said they're all very happy that the economies are up to snuff. Now they're that the moderns were up to, they're caught up. Now they're trying to get that way with the economies as well. But until that day comes where the economies are like, 40, 50 days out, I'm only going to use fast track. Because as you are hearing, what I'm dealing with now are books from a year ago. And as a business, I don't want to be dealing with someone's books 365 days after they gave it to me. I don't want to do it. Gee, 6 months is enough. You know what I mean? So going to a year is ridiculous. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's all. What's in the press is now over. I do have boxes coming back from CGC, so please do anticipate some unboxings next week at some point. And remember, tomorrow night, I sure hope you can come. Even if you're not coming to buy, just come on by and join in the fun. And you know what? I'm going to be posting some. If you see my poster posted, please share it to other groups, other comic and groups as well on Facebook, on IG or whatever, so we can get a lot of people in here. My whole point again is to have Roy's comic sales be as successful as possible. He'll want to come back in a few months, and that you guys will want to do yours on here too. Why should dealers be the only ones to have fun, selling their books on here? I like to have the regular Joe, the regular collector who has maybe a lot of books they want to liquidate or just kind of downsize their collection, have an opportunity to come on here and sell them, safely and what have you. So we'll see what happens. So I hope to see you here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On your way out, please subscribe to the channel too, guys. Like the content and leave comments if you'd like. Let me know the books you saw today, what you think of those books. By doing so, you open yourself up to winning some great prizes here at the Comic Doctor channel when I hit those momentous occasions. Next one being 2,000 subscribers. And you can't bid tomorrow. You can't buy any comics unless you are subscribed. So do that now before you go. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to leave the thumbnail for Roy's show on here so you can remember it. It'll burn into your mind so you'll know for tomorrow. Okay, guys, have a great night and a great weekend and hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye for now.